I mean, he's a typical scientist in many ways, because it's when it was going down, I was like, oh my gosh, a lot of these scientists have been waiting for this moment their entire life to like really feel important and we're in charge and we've got to take a scientific approach. And then they were using terms like trust science. Like, well, I trust science, but like, what is science? What's your definition of science? Mm-hmm. Their definition of science wasn't my definition of science. And I had an opposing view. That doesn't make me bad. That doesn't make me wanting people to die. That says I don't necessarily agree with this. And they push these words like trust science or these combinations of words, and really to divide people to where if you just disagree with them, you had to be stupid. Right. I'm called an anti-vaxxer, and we have a cancer vaccine lab. I know more about vaccines than probably 99% of the people out there. There's plenty of people that know more about vaccines than I do, but most of the population, we make them for cancer patients from the patient's own tumors. Mm-hmm. So I understand immune response and those type of things. And I'm not an anti-vaxxer, but I get that label. I get shadow banned just for saying, hey, I don't necessarily. Where's the science on 6 feet? Where's the science on you can't go out in the sun? And then they take down a YouTube for talking about a clinical trial in Italy with using ozone therapy for COVID patients. Ozone was the first thing that I thought would be great for COVID. So I was searching in different languages on Google to see if anybody was running a trial on ozone therapy for COVID. There was a doctor in Italy that had 36 patients, either ICU or pre-ICU, that did ozone. All of them survived. And so I contacted him, did a podcast with him, and we're just talking about the trial.
Right.
And they banned my whole account.
How does ozone treatment work?
Yeah, so ozone, I have a generator in my bedroom and here in Nashville and in Mexico, and you can do it via IV or you can do it like rectally. And it oxygenates the blood. It's really good at killing viruses though. Oh. And so that's why I thought it'd be great for COVID, which it was.
Gotcha.
But ozone, even over stem cells, we're known for stem cells, but just for overall health, I think ozone is probably the best thing people could be doing.
Right.
Not medical advice, but
yeah.
I'm a huge advocate of ozone therapy, and
wow.
You can't patent it. It's very cheap to do, and it's amazing for health. It modulates the immune system, so people with autoimmune diseases, those type of things, it can calm those immune responses down, and I think it's something that should be in every doctor's repertoire.
For sure. So speaking of patents and cancer, I want to get your thoughts on this. So there's some recent declassified documents by the CIA to where they just disclosed, and they had this in the 50s, right? And they just disclosed that